Good morning. You know what, I've come out into the woodlands with no real pressure to shoot anything. I'm not thinking about macro, even though I've got my macro gear in. But the abundance of mushrooms, fungi around here is irresistible. And I'm gonna be shooting mushrooms, macro, this morning. Some just at the top there, which I know exactly where they are, but I thought it's a little bit dark yet. Let's wait till the sun rises and see if I can grab me some mushrooms. I've set up just here, the camera's just sitting on the floor. I've tried a landscape shot, I don't prefer it. Moved it into portrait, so much better. I've just stuck a fern behind, a light behind that to emulate the sun rising behind it, even though the light is coming from that way. We're just not getting any light yet, or not a lot of light yet. So I'm just going to play with the lighting and things like that, because that lighting can change it completely. Move this foreground light one or two different places, move it away, move it closer to, etc. Focus stacking, I've set it at about 40 images. What it will do is it'll focus all the way through till infinity and stop. So if it only needs 10 or 15 or 20, it will do that, but it will stop at 40. First shot, literally in the bag. Get in. Okay, I was shooting there, now I'm shooting there. What I've actually done is found a mushroom that's on a log, and I've brought the log and put it in position. And what I'm actually doing is getting a frame within it with these trees, and the sun is coming through and giving me all that bokeh effect. It looks fantastic. Putting a light underneath just to get some light from underneath into the underside of the mushroom there. I tried to set up the tripod, I brought the wrong tripod, and the other one is in the van. You know what, I could almost go and get it, but I probably won't. If it's low, I'm just going to put it on the floor. If it's any higher up, I can actually use the tripod. Quite low, it's about 6 inches off the ground plus camera, so I think I'll manage. But my other one, it can turn upside down, you can get it right low and adjust. But you know what, this is working. I'm just putting a stick underneath, wedging it, spending 5 or 10 minutes on it, and getting this shot, and I think it's going to work out really nice. Now what I want to do is nail this one, which I think it is going to work out a really nice image. The mushroom is perfect, light behind is perfect, sun rising, as you can see, it's probably just about bursting through now. I do like to come when the sun is rising through, and I know it comes through here this time of the morning, and I also know this is where the mushrooms are. So, and I love this time of the day anyway. I come out because this is the time of day I prefer to come out, and it's made me feel so much better coming out now already. I could have easily not come out and just sat at home doing nothing for a couple of hours, and I've made the effort, and I'm so glad I have, because it's a beautiful start to the day. The other thing I am doing is playing with aperture, so I've actually gone up to f20 to try and get the sun bursting through, because it was just in the right place. I'm not sure if that's actually worked, and I hope it has. And then I've dropped it right down then to f5.6, which is the lowest this one will go. Get some different bokeh effect. It's fantastic. I'm going to work this for a little bit longer, I think, a lot longer. I'll be here ages. just uplighting it a little bit. It's actually quite dark surrounded because I'm pointing towards a couple of trees. Wow. Like I said earlier on, I've never seen so many mushrooms about. I mean, look at this stump here. It's just covered in mushrooms. Absolutely covered in mushrooms. It's all along the floor. Yes, there's little sparse areas, but blimey hell, it's madness. But I've been thinking, as I'm walking down, looking for mushrooms, and I'm not saying I'm not going to take any mushrooms, but I'm in autumn, obviously, with the mushrooms out. But I don't deter from or defer from, I'm not just coming out for mushrooms is what I'm trying to say. If I find something else, some woodland shot, then I will grab that as well. The difficulty with that is, mushrooms, you're constantly looking down and you miss all the compositions that are around you. But every now and again I look up, and if I get out, I'll shoot it. God, there's a lovely mushroom there. But it's just in the wrong place. It's a mushroom I want to photograph as well. Never mind. My mushroom, my macro fungi photography process is, first of all, find them, and then not sort of rushing too much to photograph them, but sort of memorize where they are. If it's so good, you pretty much know straight away it's going to work if the light's right and everything, or you need to commit and set up and then see if it works. Sometimes you can commit and it doesn't work. It's just one of them, but you soon get a sense of, yes, this is the one I need to spend more time on. And it's almost like we've so many photographers say, it's getting that first one in the bag, and it is. And then you develop from there. God, that's nice, that is. Oh, it's just in the wrong place. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. You'll find one if you keep looking, but it's got to be the right mushroom in the right place, and then we can always add the artificial light if needs be. So at the moment I've got my head up more looking at woodland compositions, and I've actually come down to a place where I photographed it last year, I think, and I always said I'd come back. Well, this is that time. I thought, well, you know what, let's head down there, see if I can find anything. It's quite a dark part of the woodland. We've got this lovely tunnel running all the way through. I don't know if you can see that, which you'd think would be photogenic, but I've never been able to get anything. Maybe with a lot of mist it would be, a lot of fog. But I thought I'd just come down to this. There's a few oaks and some other trees down here that, with the autumn colours, I just thought it might just work. Okay, I've come to this area. Like I say, it's like a transformation from some oak trees into the pine forest, and I'm on that sort of transformation in between. But we've got this dead, I think it's a dead oak, and something about it that I just like. I like that contrast between that dead tree, some new growth here, and then that pine forest behind there. So I think I'm going to get the camera and just see if I can set up a shot. I don't know, just something about it that may work. Cut out the sky. It's got pretty decent separation, I think. I've been studying it for a couple of minutes. I think I may be able to work it somewhere around this area here. So let's get the tripod out and give it a go. Now I think I'm going to want to be quite high with the tripod because there's a bit of bramble mess in the foreground which I don't really want too much of. I don't mind the ferns, which are a nice autumnal colour, but the brambles are not as pretty. So set the tripod eye. Let's see if I can grab a shot. So there is a tree behind that I don't know whether I want to incorporate or hide, but to incorporate it I need to move over here a little bit. What I do like about it, the light's coming in as well from this little open area because the tree's dead, there's no canopy, and that it's letting that little bit of ambient light through. So I have moved over a little bit. I think the composition works a little bit better. I've got two trees on this left hand side, an oak with a branch leading over to this dead bit of tree. I just need to position myself better for these left hand trees because there's a tree behind that I want to hide. And then we'll grab that shot. The only problem I've got is I think the dominant tree is on the one side of the image, and it needs to be a little bit more central, but if I move over I incorporate other things. But I'm going to grab the shot anyway and see if it works. Probably crop the bottom off just slightly and see. Now, as you can see, I'm struggling to walk today, and I've walked a lot. Me right leg still waiting for my operation on my right knee, but it's bloody killing me today. But what's getting me through it is this beautiful day. It really is. It's like taking an handful of painkillers because it's worth every grind on the bone, worth every step. It's stunning. Like I said, I didn't expect to be so long in here than what I've been, but that's even better. The time has gone so quick, but I'm sort of plodding back. It's definitely been a plodding day, a day of plod. And I'm looking on the ground, I'm looking up and just letting it happen. What a day, what a morning I've had. So I am determined to finish off the morning with some more macro. And like I say, I've come to this little area and I'm just photographing this one that's on this little log. It's actually with a group of others, but I'm singling it out and just getting the one. But as I put you down, I've looked behind and there's absolutely bloody loads of them again. So I'm going to head down there, and a lot of them are in that mossy bit, and I quite like moss around them. So I'm going to have a little search down there, see if I can find some more, but that's that image in the bag. Let's see what else we can find, and then I'm definitely done for the day. I don't know whether you can see that angle there, but because this is a ball head stroke gear head thing, I managed to get it down low, and then using the collar of the long lens as well, I'm managing to capture that shot. I've enjoyed this little adventure out in the woodland as much as I've done. By the big beam on my face, you know I've enjoyed it. It's been fantastic. You know what? I needed this. I really needed this. The last couple of days, I felt really sort of low and just not feeling my photography. Only a couple of days like this, we're back in the game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Keep on plodding.